I'm about to travel to Taiwan for the very first time.
Taiwan's a place that gets overlooked sometimes when people are traveling around East Asia, but whenever I spoke to people who have been there, they've absolutely loved it. So I'm just very curious and very excited for what's about to happen.
I'm going to be traveling by myself, and I've got 2 weeks to do a loop all the way around the island, taking in the big cities, the bustling night markets, the breathtaking mountain ranges, and the pristine coastlines.
Just first impression getting off the bus, I think it's going to be a good couple of days.
Hello!
Hi. I keep saying it, but this is brilliant. Wow! So I am absolutely buzzing for this trip. I'm currently in a hotel room in Vancouver because my flight's at 2 a.m. tonight. And this is going to be the first solo trip I've done in just over a year. And it's going to be the first solo backpacking I've done since the summer 21 trip in Europe. So it's been quite a while since I've done some backpacking, and I'm not sure what the scene's going to be like in Taiwan. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm certainly not expecting it to be like the party backpacking scene in Southeast Asia, and frankly I'm far too old for that anyway. But staying at hostels is still the best way to meet people and figure out what things to do, and it can be such a good catalyst for your adventures and your travels. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm taking off at 2 a.m. on Sunday night, so I guess it's technically Monday, but then I land at 5:30 in the morning on Tuesday, so God knows what the jet lag's going to be like, but I'm just going to get there and try my best to hit the ground running and get exploring Taiwan.
Landing in Taipei, I immediately bought myself an Easy Card, which you can top up and use to pay for public transportation across the country.
I got it. Let's go.
Then I boarded the MRT, which takes about an hour to get into central Taipei. Alright, so I've made it to my hostel. I'm staying at Meander Hostel in the Shimending neighborhood. God, you're gonna have to really bear with me with the pronunciation of the places on this. I'm gonna try my best though. But for now, I've got like 2 full days to explore the city here. The biggest struggle today though is just in terms of the time difference and the jet lag, because I'm about to head out when normally at this time back at home I'd be going to bed. So we'll see how we do. We'll see how far we get before I collapse. Just walking through Ximen to get to the Taipei main station to catch the metro out to where I want to go, but this place looks like it'll be pumping in the evening. Like street performers, loads of people out, people are eating, drinking, hanging out. It's awesome. The first thing I'm going to do is head up to Elephant Hill, where I can get an amazing view of Taipei, including the iconic Taipei 101 building. So it's a 10-minute walk from the station to the trailhead, and then from here it says it's just 18 minutes to the top, so not too far, but I mean, I'm sweating already because of the humidity, so what will we like after going up these steps? I don't know. This is a steep little workout, this. Might not be far, but going in this humid little forest here, it takes it out of you. What a view of the city. It's a bit of a hazy day, but considering the forecast was supposed to rain today, this is quite an improvement. Gorgeous city though. Just I'm loving all the lush green as well as the incredible architecture. It's such a great combination, and might have to come back up here like maybe tomorrow evening for sunset, bring a couple of beers. I know that's classic me, but you know, it'd be rude not to when you're here. Alright, so now to head to Taipei 101. Check out the views from the top of there. Taipei 101 used to be the tallest building in the world, standing at 500 meters or 1,600 feet tall. It's an icon of Taiwan and built to withstand earthquakes and high winds, with its tuned mass damper that balances the building.
Okay, so we did 89 floors in 37 seconds there. Pretty damn fast. Anyway, here's the view. Here's a hazy view of Taipei. Wow. Oh, this is cool still. I've come down to the basement of the food court to try one of the most famous dishes in Taiwan, apparently, which is the xiaolongbao soup dumplings. Alright, let's see what all the fuss is about. Oh, that's damn tasty. It's quite juicy on the inside. But yeah, I'm saying it's quite juicy. Obviously, that's the soup part of the soup dumpling. Alright, welcome to day 2 in Taipei. Yesterday, after going up to the Taipei 101 building, I just hit a wall with the jet lag. So today I'm just going to explore around a bit more, see some more of the sights, and then I really want to check out a night market because there's so many of them in the city and they're all supposed to be amazing. So really just want to get stuck in with them, try loads of food, get some drinks, and just see what happens. That's the plan, but yeah, first impression of the city is that's it's so easy getting around with the metro system here. So you can very easily see lots of the city in a short space of time. So I'm going to do more of that right now. My first stop was the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, a national monument opened in 1980 in memory of the former president. Taiwanese opinions on the Memorial Hall are diverse and reflect Taiwan's complex political and historical landscape, but as a tourist, it's still worth a visit, even just to admire the architecture. It looks freaking huge. It looks amazing. So I'm gonna have a wander around the grounds here and just, don't know if it's gonna be an educational experience or just a really cool place to look at and check out. So I'm just walking down Dihao Old Street, which is like a 19th century old shopping street. And today it's full of just little shops and Chinese medicine places and little cafes. And it's a temple. But it's just cool to have a little wander around and enjoy the atmosphere of it, really. So just trying out a giant fork or soup. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but all they've given me to eat it is like this like giant cocktail stick. Well, I've come back up Elephant Mountain for sunset. It's a lot quicker coming up when you're not filming it, but it's still just as tiring. I think I was calling it Elephant Hill yesterday, but it's actually called Elephant Mountain. I mean, it's a hill. It's not that high up. Anyway, only one thing to do at the sunset point. That was really great, seeing the city light up like that with the sunset, just spectacular. I will say though, I'm going to sound like a grumpy old man on a rant, which is basically what I am these days. but everyone, I was like half the group there, were at the viewpoint and just staring at their phones. And I don't mean like taking a picture, checking the phone to see if it worked, but just literally just there scrolling away rather than looking at the view. It's like, well, why come to a viewpoint to look at your phone? Just, you can look at your phone at home. You save yourself a lot of money and a lot of time. Anyway, I'm gonna head back down now and go to one of the night markets. Alright, it's time to check out a night market, Rao Street, but I am starving, so let's see what's on offer and get some food. Almost feels like a foodie version of Kosan Road. best way I can describe it so far. Well, I've just walked the entire length of the night market and there's so much on offer in terms of food and all looks so amazing. It's kind of hard picking which one to go for. But I think rather than just worrying about trying to find a perfect dish, let's just start trying everything. Let's see how I do. Grab a beer along the way and see what happens. It's kind of like, I'm going to try the first thing I see. Oh wait, not that one. Starting out nice and simple with some blow-torch beef covered in salt.
Hi, thank you.
谢谢. Right, this next food I'm going to try is a little more adventurous because I don't know what it is. Most of the stands have it like in Mandarin and in English, but this one was just in Mandarin. But it looked tasty. Kind of like a center made of egg and bacon and shrimp, and then the outer bit was like a hash brownie kind of potato, which makes it sound like a breakfast treat, but it wasn't breakfasty at all. I had a kind of sweeter sauce on the edge. Which is great. I think if I was doing it again, I would make sure I don't eat like all day, so I could just try a bit of everything. Anyway, the jet lag is starting to creep back up on me now, so I'm gonna head back to the hostel and take it easy because I've got a big day tomorrow. But another fun day in Taipei.
So today, I'm going to be doing a day trip from Taipei, heading to the popular old village of Juifen. But before I explore there, I'm going to go a little further out and try and hike up Teapot Mountain, which should hopefully give me some fantastic panoramic views.
Yeah, it's a very popular tourist spot. It's supposed to be really beautiful. And the easiest way to get there is actually a bus that goes direct from downtown all the way there. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll see how the weather holds up. You don't know if it's going to be sunny or if a torrential rainstorm's going to come. So we'll see how we do today. I got the last seat on the bus.
The bus takes about 45 minutes to drive from the center of Taipei out to Juifen.
Well, I've ended up getting off the bus a little earlier than I planned. My plan was to go beyond Juifen, to go to the Mount Teapot Trail. But it's raining, and it's been raining pretty hard. And if you look up there, these kind of heights I'll be walking, it's all just covered in clouds. So I'm going to check out Juifen Old Street and that bit first. Then maybe see if it clears up, or maybe go somewhere else. But yeah, just gonna have to improvise today, I think, because the weather's not behaving. Lots of free samplings being offered. It's kind of like Costco. So if you want to know where the iconic Instagram spot is, this is the Arme Tea House. You can see here. The big crowds are getting a photo. I got one too, I'm not judging. You don't have to actually go into the tea house to get a picture. The tea house is the picture. The views down to the ocean from here are fantastic. Would have been really cool doing a hike up and sort of seeing like a good panoramic view around. But, oh well, we'll make do. Yeah, you could easily stay here all day if you wanted and just do like a food crawl, you know, rather than a pub crawl. Just work your way down and try loads of different things out. Well, this is a pretty nice setup. You've got like a menu where you can just fill out what you want. What to get. Might just get some more dumplings. These are just regular pork dumplings rather than the soup ones I had the other day, but so good. I think I might go check out another old town near here as well, just have a bit of explore around this whole area, make a sort of random day of it. And the public transport's so good here anyway, it's just super easy to do on your own.
I'm boarding the half-hour train down to Shifen, which is not only another beautiful town to check out, but it's supposed to be an amazing waterfall nearby as well.
That was a beautiful little train ride through like the little valley, like through the rainforest, rivers and waterfalls, really cool. And the train track actually comes right through the market, kind of like Hanoi and Vietnam. So yeah, let's see what this place got to offer. There's lots of lanterns in the sky. I mean, it's the middle of the day, so you can't see them. And a suspension bridge. Cool. Things. Free food samples. About a kilometre walk out of town to the waterfall, so go check that out. Get a little bit of hiking in today, even if it's not the main one I originally planned. Oh cool, check this out. Such a hot, humid day as well, you kind of want to jump in. So this is the Yan Jindong Falls on the way to Shifen Waterfall. But yeah, I love it when a plan doesn't come together and you end up in a place like this. Wow, it's beautiful. I think a whole busload of tourists is coming as well. Got to keep moving to beat this massive tour group. Oh shit, there it is. is super impressive. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. You can see the other waterfall in the background and coming down through here. It's quality, yeah. I'm super glad I came here actually. I'm glad I didn't miss this. Successful little excursion, that. Saw a beautiful waterfall. I grabbed myself a beer. Cheers. Because I enjoy my beers whilst I'm travelling, I had someone comment my videos recently going like, God, do you ever just like drink water? And yes I do. In fact, it's so humid today, I've smashed like 4 bottles of water and had them in just like 1 gulp each, like because of the humidity. But showing yourself enjoying a bottle of water is not the same as enjoying a beer, so cheers. I missed the train. There's another one in an hour, so it's gotten busy though. Well, time to head back to Taipei. It's been a good day though. I think you could probably spend longer in Juifen just because there's so many different foods to try and different shops and stuff. Whilst here there's less of a selection, but it's just a really cool spot to be. Like the train going through the street and then the waterfall. That ended up being a highlight today actually. That was fantastic. But yeah, gotta make my way back now. Alright, it's time to hit the road and leave Taipei. I'm heading to Sun Moon Lake today. I'm going to be spending a couple of nights there, sort of do a few different activities on the lake. I haven't really made an effort to get involved with the backpacking scene at the hostel here. Just been doing my own thing for the first sort of 3 days, and most evenings like the jet lag kicked in and I was just exhausted, so I couldn't be bothered putting in the effort of making new friends and stuff. But we'll see how it goes at the next hostel I'm going to be at Sun Moon Lake, because I'll be in a dorm room as well, so maybe I'll get to meet some people there.
I jumped on the MRT for one stop to then catch the high-speed train down to Taichung.
That unreserved seat right in the back of the queue, so see what happens here.
I didn't manage to get a seat, but fortunately it was less than a 40-minute journey to travel a third of the way down the country. And from here, I'll catch a bus inland to Sun Moon Lake.
Okay, next step is to find the bus station. Here we are.
The bus journey just takes over an hour, and the views got better and better as we began weaving our way up into the mountains, and I'm going to have 2 nights here to enjoy Sun Moon Lake.
Well, just got here, and it's pouring with rain. Luckily I missed that walking from the bus. Seems like a cool setup at this hostel though, so I'm going to get a bus in a minute around the lake, get the cable car up. I have no idea if I'll be able to see anything in the clouds, but let's give it a go.
I took the bus to the other side of the lake, which only takes like 15 minutes, and then I'm going to get the cable car up and just hope the weather clears up.
Apparently it's like a theme park at the top, so see what that's about. I don't think I'm going to get a gondola to myself, because it's pretty busy. I'm making some friends in the gondola. Say hello!
Hi. You are handsome. Taiwan welcomes you very much.
Thank you. Alright, need to see if there's anything to do here other than the theme park. So apparently there literally is nothing to do here other than the theme park. Like I thought about paying for it, but it's like it's late in the afternoon, so I'll probably have time for like 1 ride and leave, so I'll save my money. Yeah, I'm just gonna head back. So I think I'm just gonna have a little wander around the town just here. Apparently it used to be the original village on the lake, but now it's all just, you know, big tourist hotspot. Well, have a little wander around, maybe get a drink somewhere, and then get the boat back across the lake to my hostel. Looks like we've got a busy little shopping street here, so let's go check it out. Might try some pork bun. Pork bun. It's decent. It's not the best bit of pork I've ever had. I'd say the meat to bun ratio is slightly off. Well, just about to get the boat back, but it looks like there's a beer festival on. Might be shutting up, but we'll see if there's anything going on.
It's called golden beer, but it's a lager.
Okay. Where did you brew this beer then?
Nantou.
Okay.
It's around right here.
Right. Well, looks like I'm getting a later boat. It's another one in half an hour. It's not bad, that golden beer. Locally brewed. Cats around, I made the boat anyway. So, cheers.
I made my way back and settled in for the evening to have some drinks with some guys at the hostel.
Alright, what are you serving up? What are you serving up?
You want to serve?
No, I don't want the Taiwanese.
Try this Taiwan DULAN?
No.
This Taiwanese Viagra.
Yeah, no.
They say.
No.
It's for many things.
No, this one is nice. This one is a nice flavor.
It tastes a little bit like Jägermeister.
Just a shot. It's like a Jägermeister shot in a way. Kenpai. Kenpai.
It's not too bad. It's not nice, but it's not too bad.
This one is cool.
It's similar to. This one is local rice wine from Puli Brewery. This is the premium version, 14.5%.
14.5. Oh, okay,
It's not that strong,
all right.
but it's really intense flavor. Yeah.
So we're being reasonably civilized. That's good.
Which was really good.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a weird flavor. Yeah.
What does it remind me of? Either way, something not nice.
Not nice.
It's like, it tastes like very, very dark coffee.
Yeah, it does remind me a bit of a coffee. But I don't drink coffee anyway, but still not in a good way. I need one of my spicy Doritos to get rid of the flavor.
Yeah, the flavor, yeah.
The next day, the sun was finally out, and so I'm going to be hiring out an e-bike and cycling the 30-kilometer route all the way around the lake.
Dominic's joining me here from Germany. Say hi, Dom. No, I've never ridden an electric bike before, so it's been good fun. But yeah, it's a perfect day for it, like blue skies. Very excited. I look so stupid wearing my helmet inside. Just couldn't be bothered to take it off for the camera. But we're starting the adventure off like any good adventure starts, with a 7-Eleven toaster.
The best thing about looking ridiculous wearing this action camera is that thanks to a memory card error, it didn't actually record a single frame all day.
So the pagoda over there, we're going to ride around to the base of and walk up to. That's kind of our day is looping around all of this. But hopefully the weather stays as good because it's just perfect. So these e-bikes, like when you stop pedaling thinking you're going to slow down, it just keeps going. And then going up hills just it's so easy. It takes a little bit of effort, but then you start powering up. But these views, just gorgeous. What an incredible day to be cruising around on the bike. So you have like a little electric gear thing. You usually have it set to 1, but if you push it up to 5, it's like being on a scooter. You just go. All right, let's put it up to 5. Oh, we're going. Well, this bit's not as fun. Never thought I'd say this, but I want to get back on the bike to have some rest. Oh, we're at 5 on the road. This is great. I love electric bikes. Cars. Alright, we've parked up at the pier. We're pretty much halfway around, like we started right over there. But yeah, it's a Saturday, so there's lots of locals here just enjoying their time. Okay, so now we're at the pagoda. Right, we have 2 flights of stairs. Let's go. And you look up and realize how far we're gonna go. It's like, oh. Made it. Well, I'm back at Itatao where I was yesterday, and the street's just way more crowded because it's the weekend, but gonna get some food, need to refuel after the biking and hiking we've done.
Looks interesting, so
We don't know what we're getting right now.
we don't know what we're getting.
Yeah, but if it's squid or chicken or what?
Okay, let's see.
What is it?
I don't know. I guess it's something with rice or from rice.
Okay.
Like,
It's very sticky. But yeah, it feels like, it might not be this, but it feels like someone's got rice and just mashed it into a goo and put it on a stick. So we decided to come and sit down at one of the little restaurants on the main street here, and we just basically ordered just a lot of the classics, Taiwanese classics, so I'm gonna get stuck in with them. I like eggs, but this brown egg just looks a bit off-putting, so I'm just gonna go straight in for it. It's not that great. No, the egg's like quite, not chewy, but certainly harder than a normal egg. And there's a weird taste to it. I guess whatever they cook it in, it's like tea, isn't it? Not a fan of that one. But the pork's really good.
so, okay, let's see. Yeah, it's very hard. Very overcooked.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you should want this. But okay.
Okay, so we just filled up on a lot of food. Really tasty though. And now we're going to cycle the other half back around to where we're staying. Having a great day. This is so much fun. Got one last thing to check out, which is Wendu Temple right here. Looks impressive from afar. When you get closer, they got all these like little carvings. So much detail. So yeah, they're just putting the papers in, and like the air just sucks them all in and they burn straight away. Apparently it's like fake money, so if you have a relative or a loved one who's died, you can buy the fake money, put it in the fire, and that money goes to them to spend in the afterlife. I think that's what I've been told. Ah, we're back. Yep. Great day out. Smashed it. What's the time anyway? Do you know?
3 o'clock?
3 o'clock? Yeah. So we set off about just before 9.
6 hours?
6 hours, yeah. Like, got to see everything. Took our time, looked at the viewpoints. Now I just need to freshen up and just get a drink. That's all that is left for the day now. Get some beers.
Some beers and showing.
We settled down in the evening for some drinks at the hostel, and then the next morning I was on my way to my next stop, heading further up into the mountains to the Alishan National Scenic Area.
When I was asking for recommendations for Taiwan, so many people recommended Alishan as like the most beautiful place. It's supposed to be just gorgeous, like forests, nature, just amazing. So really looking forward to the next couple of days.
It's a 2.5-hour drive up to Alishan, and the road takes us near Yushan, the highest mountain in Taiwan, which sits just shy of 4,000 meters or 13,000 feet above sea level.
Alright, we made it to Alishan. Just gotta check into the national park, I think, and then gotta find my hotel, dump my bags, and then we start exploring. It looks beautiful up here though. Look at these clouds in the mountains over here. Oof, thought I had it there. Got to the front desk and like, do you have a booking? I was like, yes. And then I gave them my passport, paid for my room, and then they went, okay, great. Check-in's at 3, leave your bags there. So So I'm gonna go to the, by the way, there's no hostels here or anything like that, so if you're backpacking, you're gonna have to fork out for a hotel for a night in order to see Alishan. But I'm gonna go to the visitor center, get a map, figure out what I'm doing, try and book my sunrise train ticket for tomorrow morning, and then we go explore. Right, so that didn't go to plan. Had a chat with him in the visitor center. I was like, oh, I'm here for 2 days, leaving tomorrow evening. He was like, oh, we're shutting the park tomorrow because the typhoon is coming in, so you'll want to leave first thing, and the sunrise train's not going to be running. It's like, wonderful. Like, I knew this typhoon was coming in. I was going to talk about it later, but oh, there's the train. Anyway, I knew this typhoon was coming in. I've been looking at alternate plans to sort of extend my trip. I was going to talk about that in a bit more, but it's a bit of a shame tomorrow to not be able to do what was supposed to be one of the highlights of this trip. So I'm just going to get some lunch, get some food, and then figure out what to do for the rest of the day and just try and see as much as possible in this one afternoon I've got here. So the guy at the visitor center told me where to start, which is at this other station, but rather than waiting for the shuttle bus or the train, I'm just walking it because it's a 20-minute walk. Just get on with it, you know? Got some lovely mountains just peeking through the clouds here, like just covered in rainforest. Sisters Ponds is what I've been instructed to head to first. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Look at the roots of this guy. It's like the ground underneath is just eroded away or something, and then these giant roots are still here. The tree's still working. There's like a really peaceful atmosphere to the place, except there's busloads of other tourists. Like, I think if you came into these walks first thing in the morning, it would be really quite special, quite magical. But, you know, make do with what you can. It's still incredible and just so beautiful. So I think there used to be a lot of logging here, and then it became a protected forest. All these old stumps are the massive trees that used to be here. So I just did the Sister Pond Trail, and now I'm doing the Giant Tree Trail. So this tree here is 26 meters high and nearly 1,100 years old. And here we have the giant tree, named for obvious reasons. This one goes up to 45 meters high, similar age to the other one, about 1,100 years old. Really like it here though, it just has a very zen quality to the place. And especially if you've been in like lots of the big cities before this, sort of come here, it's like a nice kind of, you know, cleanse and, and relaxing time. So you got a 3 generations tree here, where the first generation's like 1,500 years old, and then that died, and then the second one started growing on top of that, and then many years later the third one started growing on top of that. Looks really cool though. So I think that's it for this end of the park. Done the big loop around. They have the trains to get around here, and I haven't explored the park fully, so there might be some bits where you do need to get on the transport to get to the further out places, like the sunrise spot. But for the main bits to wander around, it takes like 20 minutes to walk over there, so you don't need to wait for a train or a bus if you don't want to, and you still get to walk through beautiful forest on the way. Cool, I have 3 beds. Only need the one, but hey. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful evening here. Got kind of mixed emotions really, because I'm glad I got to come here, glad I got to experience it, but I kind of wish I could spend longer here, because I just look at those views now, which I couldn't quite get earlier, and I want to experience more of that. So, yeah, still loads more to see and enjoy in Taiwan, but yeah, just seeing how beautiful this place is, I want more.
I thought I was traveling to Taiwan just after the typhoon season, but apparently I got here in time just for the final encore, so put my trip on hold for 3 days whilst the typhoon passes, and fortunately I was going to have to change my flight back anyway for reasons. What I'm going to do is just extend my trip so I don't miss out on any of the things that I was planning to do. So rather than this being 2 weeks in Taiwan, it's going to be 2 and a bit weeks. But yeah, originally my plan was to spend another full day in Alishan, and then in the evening get the bus to Chiayi, and then jump straight on the train to Kaohsuing. But what I'm doing now, since the park's going to be shutting up in the morning, is getting the bus straight to Chiayi, and since that town's not in the mountains or near the coast, I'm just going to wait out the typhoon there for 3 nights. So I head to the Alishan bus stop first thing in the morning to try and beat any potential queues if everyone's having to leave the park today. But I got there and another backpacker told me that apparently the buses were delayed or possibly not even running because of the typhoon. But there was a minivan going to Chiayi right now and just charging 500 Taiwanese dollars for it, which is like 15 bucks. And so I was like, screw it, let's go, because I don't want to get stuck up here in the mountains. But yeah, on that drive down, just weaving away back down the mountains, it was just like such a tease of like, here's all the things you could have enjoyed. But hopefully I should be able to get to enjoy some scenery similar to this later on in the trip. Well, this is my room for the next 3 nights. I figured if I was going to be stuck inside for like 2 to 3 days, rather than just stay in a hostel, I'd get like a decent hotel room so I have my own space and like, you know, TV and a desk and things like that. But this only cost me like 120 quid for 3 nights, so it's not bad at all. And there's incredible views outside here of another building. So yeah, it's a little frustrating because I was just kind of getting into the rhythm of this trip and starting to make some friends and things like that, but I'll pick up where I left off in a couple of days' time and it'll all be fine. Well, it's finally time for me to leave Chiayi. The typhoon has pretty much passed. It didn't hit quite as strong as was originally feared. Like, it was originally forecast to kind of like rip through the whole island, but it kind of just stayed on the south coast and died down. I'm now heading down to Kaohsuing for the next day and a half, and this city got hit by the worst of the typhoon just now, but hopefully the damage isn't too severe.
Okay, time to find my hostel. You see some of the damage here from the typhoon, like storefronts have come down, a car got knocked out by a snake falling. Something's pretty bad. Alright, I just dumped my bags at the hostel, can't check in yet 'cause it's like 11 AM, and now I'm just going to go explore the city.
Kaohsuing was founded in the 17th century as a small trading village and has since grown into the main port city of Taiwan. But it's not just known for its industry. There's bustling night markets, lush parks, iconic temples, and a particular focus on the arts, making Kaohsuing a captivating blend of culture, history, and seaside charm.
Well, up here is the supposed Love Lookout over the city, so I'm gonna try and walk up to it. Seems to be a bit of damage from the typhoon. Oh, that was way deeper than it looked. Now my toes are soaking wet. See if we can get through here. Turned a little bit of a mini adventure, this. Oh. Oh. I think it's up here. I think I'm nearly there. monkeys up here. Aggressive little fucker. I was like saying hello and he came running straight at me. There's a whole family coming through. Look at him. Just keep coming and coming. Well, despite dodging branches, getting my feet soaking wet and being nearly attacked by a monkey, I'd say it was worth coming up here. It's a lovely view of the city. Well, I've just got the MRT to the Hualien village district. And apparently there's lots of cool street art and yep, it's right here coming straight off the tube. That is pretty awesome. This one here is like an aquarium. Looks like the whole neighborhood's out just helping clean up the mess after the typhoon. It's just like walking around a giant art gallery. It's really cool. Wow. Just keeps going. You know, I thought this would just be a nice thing to come check out for a minute, but actually it's brilliant. It's amazing how art can transform a neighborhood, you know? Well, that was great. That was really, really great. I'm glad I made the effort to come here, you know? It's only a few minutes on the MRT anyway. Alright, just heading out for the evening, heading to Leo, night market, get some food, a couple of drinks, explore around, so should be good. Istanbul Turkish roll, is that just a weird way of saying kebab? Seeing a lot of tasty stuff on offer, some really juicy looking pork ribs over there, but I think I'm going to go for seafood because we're by the sea. Got to try some. Going for some lobster or crayfish or something. With cheese on. Looks tasty. Given a spork and it barely worked. Full-on meal prepped here. After this, I think I'll be done for food. Alright, let's give this a try. It's hot. That was good. That's a tasty bit of squid. It's not too chewy. I got it with teriyaki sauce and a bit of spice. It's got a nice little kick to it. This is really good. So I just popped to the 7-Eleven to use the bathroom, but they have an actual bar in here with draft beer at a 7-Eleven. So not only can you get beer on tap at a 7-Eleven, it comes in a coffee mug. You could be a secret alcoholic here very easily. Anyway, cheers. Oh, love my coffee.
My plan for today is to move on to the beach town of Kenting this afternoon, but this morning before I get the train, I'm going to cycle round Sijin Island, which is just a 10-minute ferry ride from Kaohsuing.
Give you a sense of how far we're going. We started just there. The island's just here. It's nothing.
As soon as I got off the ferry, there was a whole bunch of bicycle rental stores that could sort me out for the morning.
I'm not gonna lie, this bike is a wonky piece of shit. Well, I've ridden for about 2 minutes. Now I've parked up already because I'm gonna do a little walk up to see a fort and a lighthouse, and then I'm gonna head down on the beach. It was just a few minute walk up to this old fort here, but I've got a great view of the island and you can see how close the mainland is. It's just right there. And this is what I'm going to be cycling around the rest of the morning. Just stopped at the Black Beach here. What I read online was this beach was super clean, but because of the recent typhoon, it's just washed in tons of debris. Well, can't go that way. Can't go that way either, so we have to go to the main road, I think, then try and get back on the cycle path. Huh. Yeah, it's not going great, this cycle ride so far. Trying to get round. Everywhere's just blocked because of the typhoon damage. Well, this day's turned into a bit of a non-starter really, just there's so much of the path that's blocked by damage from the typhoon that trying to ride it anywhere is just a pain in the ass. Well, this sunset bar is pretty great. You can easily spend all day here. You can hire out surfboards, got surf lessons, got stand-up paddle boarding as well. Yeah, I think if I had all day here and there hadn't just been a typhoon, I'd cycle around the bike, do a bit of exploring, and then set up camp here, try out a bit of surfing, and then just watch the sunset come in and enjoy some food and drinks. But I'm going to move on to the next town, so I'm going to enjoy my drink, enjoy this moment, chill for a bit, and then make a move.
I made my way back to the mainland to pick up my bags from the hostel, and I'm now going to be heading to Kenting, which is right at the southern tip of Taiwan.
There is a direct bus you can get from Kaohsuing, but apparently it's quicker to get the train for like the first half, then pick up the bus from there, so that's what I'm gonna try and do.
Ticket printing complete.
Got my ticket, now I'm just gonna find the platforms.
It's about an hour on the train down to Fangleo, and from there I'll transfer to a bus, which should take about 2 hours to get down to Kenting.
Well, there's a sign pointing to exactly where I want to go coming out the station, so hopefully this will be quite easy. So it's every half an hour and on the hour, which means I'm just got a 12-minute wait. Not too bad. I made it to Kenting. Just gotta find my hostel. This place is pumping. Got a kind of backpacking vibe to it. Like it. Well, the sunset's just hidden by those clouds over there, but just first impression getting off the bus and seeing the beach here, like, I think it's gonna be a good couple of days. I haven't even checked in my hostel yet, I just came down here to have a look at the beach.
So I'm staying at the Kenting Original Hostel, and within 5 minutes of checking in, I made some friends to go explore the night market with.
Max here from France. Got some chicken in to start the night off, and then we're just gonna parade around, see what food we can get, and get some drinks in. What are you going for?
I got like a watermelon juice. This is pretty popular here in Taiwan. It's like you have these little like shops with like juice.
How long you spent in Taiwan?
So I used to live here for 3 years.
Okay.
3 years ago, actually.
You know.
Yeah.
This place is a whole other level to what I've experienced so far. It's crazy. It's kind of has like Southeast Asia vibes, you know. Get a shot?
Yeah, you want shot, cocktail shot, whiskey, tequila, or vodka?
What are you ordering?
The chocolate one. Banana pancake.
One of these guys.
She said it's very hot, so we need to wait. We need to wait.
We need to wait. Oh, that's hot. Throw some beer and wash it down.
I kind of want the rest now, but it's yours. That was really good.
这个是跟丁对吗？
我们家特调的。
好。
对。
You speak Mandarin as well?
I can speak a little bit, yeah.
You want something or no?
Cheers, Karl.
That's good.
一个多少？
一个100，有5颗。好。
All right, so you got to get 15 out of 15 to get this right. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. Nope. He's getting the hang of it, but yeah, still not very close. All right, Max, you're the pro. Come on. You're like fucking Jason Bourne or something.
I'm the nightmare because I can do it like 100% of the time.
Why'd you learn to shoot like that?
I'm a hunter in France.
Oh, yeah. I swear you're smart. Like, you're good with a gun, you can speak all these languages.
That's fine.
You've got 7-Elevens, you've got Family Mart. With Family Mart, anytime the door opens, it plays a jingle. So if you imagine working here, you'd want to kill yourself.
In the morning, we went slightly up the coast to a place called Wan Letong, which is supposed to be a fantastic spot for snorkeling.
It just costs 200 Taiwanese dollars. That's like what, like $4 roughly, to hire out the flippers, the snorkel, use their shower and the lockers here. So yeah, you just rock up here, they'll sort you straight out and you get straight in the water. Apparently you can see lots of sea turtles here, but I'm worried saying that I'm going to jinx it. We'll see what we can see, but it's such a hot day, it's like 30 degrees, so I'm just down to get in that water. Such a lovely temperature. Like some of it was quite cool and refreshing, and some of it was genuinely warm. Like you get these sort of little currents that come through, and it's like felt like swimming in a bath. Saw lots of fish, different shapes and sizes, some really big, as well as some cute little Nemos. But sadly, we didn't see any turtles. It's the way it goes with wildlife. It's a roll of the dice, but it was still just beautiful swimming around in the gorgeous ocean here. Alright, so we now come to South Bay, to this beautiful white sand beach, and we've just set up camp at Cowboys Beach Bar and Grill to get some food, because pretty hungry after doing all that swimming and the snorkeling.
Just a piece of some
classic Taiwanese dishes here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, very classical. Sometimes you just need a burger.
Yeah, cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers, Karl.
You do the Ironman?
I do the Ironman. I have the number.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. 6 hours, 20 minutes.
So what did you have to do in the Ironman? How far?
Swimming for 1.9 kilometers and bike 90 kilometers and run 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was this morning? That was today?
Last today, being in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you've earned a beer. We're just having beers because it's it's a day of the week, but you've earned that. So
it's Sunday night. We should have a beer.
Yeah.
So they have some giant oysters here. I've ordered one, it costs about $8 or $9. It's the biggest oyster I've ever seen. I bought this more out of curiosity. I like oysters. I'm not the biggest fan, but my wife Jamie loves oysters, and this is like the biggest oyster I've seen by a long way. It's like the size of a cow's tongue. Oh! And it just dripped up the... It's quite tasty actually. Once you got the sauce in it, it's pretty nice, but it's a bit too much. Like, I can see why we normally have them small. That's way too much oyster.
I'm now on the home stretch of the trip as I begin working my way up the east coast of Taiwan back to Taipei. And my first stop is the little surfer backpacker village of DULAN. To get there, I've got to take the bus back to Fangleo, then the train to Taitung, and then another short bus to DULAN.
It's a beautiful train journey. Like, we sort of cut off the southern tip of the island, went through the mountains, which is gorgeous. Then we came out onto the eastern coast of Taiwan. It's just beautiful. But now it's just a half-hour bus journey to DULAN, so nearly there. I've made it to DULAN. Let's find my hostel and get settled in. Got a nice little private room, but first I need to do some laundry, some serious laundry, and then I'm going to explore around and stuff.
So DULAN's a bit of a backpacker surfer town. I think it either used to be or still is like an Aboriginal village, but over the years it's developed this kind of hippie surfer vibe to it, and I had a few people sort of recommend it. Like, it's not necessarily like one of the most popular stops on a Taiwan itinerary, but it's becoming more and more well known, and it just sounded like it had a cool vibe to it, so I thought I'd come check it out. Of course, I'm by myself right now because I got here this afternoon, I had to get some laundry done and all that, and then I was like, I'm going to come to the beach and have a drink at sunset. Even though I'm facing east, the sunset's behind me, so I'm not going to see the sunset itself. But it's nice to come and just have a look at the sea, see people surfing out there. Way over there is Green Island, which if I had a couple more days in Taiwan, I probably would have gone to check out, because apparently there you can do some really good snorkeling and diving and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to try surfing here, which might seem a bit silly coming to a surf town and not giving it a go. But what I'm thinking of doing tomorrow, if I can, is hiring out a scooter and just going on this big kind of road trip around the area. Because the east coast of Taiwan is supposed to be so beautiful, and far less populated. And the reason it's less populated than the west side is because it's actually facing out to the ocean, so it's has a lot more risk from the typhoons and things like that. Which is why the population's on the west side, on the other side of the mountains. Like these mountains right here. Anywho, enough of an evening ramble. Gonna enjoy the sort of non-sunset sunset, and as always have a drink on a bench by myself like some lonely tramp. So, cheers.
That evening, I went for a lovely barbecue dinner. Then in the morning, I was gonna go on my big scooter adventure, only to find out that there's nowhere to hire out a scooter in DULAN. So I was going to spend another night here and then move on to Hualien, but instead I'm going to move on to a town that's in the area I was going to explore on the bike today anyway, and just hire a scooter from there and spend the night there.
DULAN, if you're surfing, great place to hang out. Because I'm not surfing and because it's like midweek, there's not much going on. I think on the weekends, there's more things open. There's like a big music night on Saturdays, but I'm here on a Monday and Tuesday and it's just pretty dead. And so rather than waste the day just hanging around, I'm just going to go explore some more stuff. But hey, random adventures though. So I've got about half an hour till the bus, so I've got to pack everything up and then move on to a town called Yuli.
I hopped on a bus back to Taitung and then boarded a train to Yuli, which is located in the beautiful East Rift Valley, which is a long and narrow valley between the central mountain range and the coastal mountain range of eastern Taiwan.
Okay, couldn't check in yet, so I've dumped my bags. Not quite on the main tourist trail here, so there's only one guy working there who can speak very little English.
which is fine. Still made it work. So I'm going to try and get a bike and head up to this hike that I want to do. Shit. Well, this is the hire place. I had good reviews on Google, but she used Google Translate to say the boss is not here, she's not allowed to hire out the car. So, alright, let's see if there's another way to get to the base of this hike. So I'm going to try one more rental place. All I want to do is get a scooter. Why is it so hard?
Fortunately, at this last place, with a little help from Google Translate and airdropping my international driver's permit, I finally managed to get a scooter.
Let's go. Ow! Just riding along and a bee got stuck between my helmet and my head. It was stinging me. It was a bee or a wasp or something. Oh. Not fun. Anyway, let's continue. This ride's great. Other than that. Okay, so just quickly parked up my bike. The road's getting beautiful, lots of little waterfalls, but then there's this big one, Nanam Waterfalls. Looks amazing. So I'm here to do the Walami Trail. Most of the big mountain trails in Taiwan you need to get a permit for, which sometimes you have to apply for months in advance, but this one you can just do the first like 4.5k of, like there and then back to 9k without a permit. So that's what I'm doing. Beware of wasps. It's a little late for that. I got stung driving along. Anyway, we're hiking. We're doing this. Nice and easy path so far anyway, you know, just a gentle incline. It's good to be out in nature though. Alright, so I've done 0.5, I'm going to 4.5. Look at these views though when you get the little clearings. Gorgeous rainforest. Oh, and there's a monkey. Oh, sweet. Ah, got a cool little suspension bridge here. This is cool. Good, there's bears in this forest as well. So we've got snakes, giant killer wasps, bears, and monkeys. Beautiful little waterfall here. It could almost be like a lovely kind of water slide through the jungle. This is great though. This is so cool. Wow. Ah, my kind of hike. Beautiful waterfalls, monkeys. Just gorgeous. And there's a suspension bridge up there which I think I'm about to walk over, so I'll get to go above the waterfall as well. This is just great. The waterfall powering down right here. The water looks lovely actually. Be nice to freshen up in it, but it's not going to happen. And then just a huge opening into the valley behind me here. This is beautiful. You know, I was kind of getting worried for this trip with like the typhoon, the bad weather before it, and the earthquake damage and things like that, that I wasn't going to get to do any like really cool hikes, which Taiwan's famous for. It has so many great hikes. So just doing this today, even if it's just a short one, more than makes up for it. I'm not going to drink it, but I can cool off with it. Ah, feels good. It's funny, I'm in a thick rainforest, but still nowhere near as humid as it was in like Taipei and other places at the start of the trip. Just come to another clearing in the forest. On the other side of the valley, just got these giant waterfalls coming down the mountains beneath the clouds. I keep saying it, but this is brilliant. bit of a drop off right here. I go straight down. Lovely clearing of the valley here. Just see the scale of what I'm hiking through. So I made it to the Juifen police station. So I did that. The Walami Trail for a permit goes to that, but you could keep going for days. Juifen is a translation of the Bunan word Kashin, which means gorgeous scenery. So this is literally the gorgeous scenery police station. Let's go have a look. Not quite a viewpoint here, a bit too much tree coverage. I think the best view was just around the corner there, but I'm going to send up the drone. Well, I'm going to head back down now. This is actually the best view. It's like literally 1 minute before you get to the police station. You get to see everything you just hiked through. What a great hike though. It's been fantastic. Really glad I've done this. Alright, made it back to the bike. That took just over 3 hours. And that's with lots of stopping and filming and taking it in and stuff. So if you try and smash it out, you can probably do it in 2.5. But that was brilliant. That was so great. So head back to town now, get rid of the bike, send it back, because I only need it for this. Check into the hotel, and that's me done for the day. Alright, it's the room. Looks like we got a sweet ass view of the town. Hey, look at that. It's cloudy right now, but still. That is great.
I'm coming towards the end of my trip now, but before I get the train back towards Taipei, I used my hotel's free bicycle hire to go for a ride before I had to check out in 3 hours' time.
So this is the Yuli biking trail I'm about to join, which is like it's on the edge of town, but I think it goes for 10k. So let's go check it out.
Ah, it's nice. Cycling through rice fields. It's like a proper good cycle path, you know? It looks pretty new. Or at least it's been done up recently. Well, this is something I didn't expect. Right here is a joining of two tectonic plates. We have the Eurasian plate and the Philippine Sea plate. Taiwan was created by these two plates colliding with each other and sort of pushing the land up, which is why you have this longitudinal mountain range throughout the island. And it joins right here. That's cool. Well, this is great. So I've done 3k of the cycle route, and then it turns out the other 6k is close to reconstruction. Oh, it's just turned into a nice morning.
So I went back to the hotel, dropped off the bike, picked up my bags, and then caught the train to Hualien, the final stop of my trip before I get back to Taipei. I'll have to see what's available to do in Hualien, as the nearby Taroko National Park has been shut due to earthquake damage.
So, luck doesn't seem to be on my side here in Hualien, so Taroko National Park is still shut because of the earthquake damage from earlier in the year. That's fine, that's okay, I was expecting that, but then there's like some cool like kayaking experiences you can do out sort of on the coast here, on the ocean in front of the massive cliffs, which is supposed to be amazing, but everything for today and especially tomorrow is either sold out or not running because tomorrow's the national day, like holiday here in Taiwan. But then I was like, okay, maybe I can just hire a scooter this afternoon and just go on like a random adventure like I did yesterday. But the forecast up in the mountains, the countryside, is due to rain any moment. So tomorrow I get back to Taipei and I've got like a really cool, fun day lined up for my final day in Taipei, but also in Taiwan. So still lots of good things to look forward to, even if this place hasn't gone quite to plan. It's a bit of a shame though, because I kind of wanted to be like, hey, the national park might be shut, but there's still plenty to do in this town if you come here and on the coast here, but not on the day that I've come here.
The next morning, I got the train back to Taipei. And along the way, I got a glimpse of the cliffs that I could have been kayaking in front of, which is definitely something I'll have to try out another time. Then in the evening, I got to see Taipei 101 light up with fireworks to celebrate the National Day. For my final day in Taiwan, I'm heading out of town to Yangmingshan National Park to do the short hike up to Mount Qixing, and then I'll head to the Beitou district in the north of Taipei to relax in a hot spring.
Alright, so I've made it to Yangmingshan National Park. I've stopped at the Lengshu-Keng Visitor Center, and basically what I'm going to do is just hike up to Mount Qixing. The hike's not too long, I think it's only like a couple of hours or something to go up to the peak up there, but you can see these clouds here just moving through so fast. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like up there. Get occasional whiffs of sulfur around here, all the thermal activity, which is kind of a lovely smell to hike to. Oh wow, kind of view down to the city here. Oh, it's getting steeper here. We're right on the edge of it now. That's up. Behold the amazing views of Taipei. So that took an hour and 10 minutes to get up, so not too bad. Loads of people on the trail though. I think because yesterday was a national holiday and it was Thursday, so I'm guessing people are taking the Friday off to have a long weekend.
I walked back down a different side of the mountain to the Yangmingshan Visitor Center, and then I caught the bus down to Beitou, which is famous for its hot springs, and there are some public ones available, but since it's the end of my trip, I thought I'd treat myself to a private one at Ket Hotel.
So they provide like free water and tea you can just relax with, but being the forward thinker that I am, I thought, of course, some beer. Cheers.
Looking back at my time in Taiwan, I had such a fantastic experience, but I feel like if I had a little bit better luck with like the weather and, you know, natural disasters and stuff, then it would have pushed the experience just to a whole other level, because like that day in Yuli was just so fantastic. I love that so much. And if I'd gotten a few more days like that, it just would have been incredible. But there's no point in focusing on what I didn't get to experience in Taiwan. I'd much rather talk about what I did get to experience there, and I crammed a hell of a lot into 2 weeks, and what I did get to see and enjoy, I absolutely loved.
But yeah, it's such a beautiful country. I mean, chatting to the other travelers here, we're all like surprised more people don't come here because it's so easy to travel around. Like the infrastructure is just fantastic. And then with the language barrier, there's enough people that can speak English, so it's not like ever a problem for what you want to do. It's not that expensive, and there's not many Western tourists here overall. Like there's a few around, but I know so many people complain about Southeast Asia being like, you know, it's the beaten track and there's just too many tourists. Like, well, come to Taiwan if you want East Asia without tons of tourists. This is where it's at, and it's beautiful.
Before we finish up, I just want to thank the Taipei representative office in the UK for inviting me to Taiwan. They reached out a while back saying they'd seen my Thailand, Vietnam and Philippines video and said they'd love for me to make one of those of Taiwan. And I said to them the best way to do it is just to let me go do my thing and travel around the country like I normally would, because I've been on press trips with tourism boards before where the itinerary is very counterproductive for making a film of the trip, but also the experiences we had bear absolutely no resemblance to how you, the audience,
would experience traveling around that country. But with Taiwan, we sat down in a meeting, I sort of told them my ideas for the itinerary, and then they gave me loads of ideas and suggestions. They were like super helpful. And then I just went and did the trip by myself. I booked every train, every hostel, every activity, and I have complete creative control with the video, like no one's telling me to say anything. And the result for me was a far better experience, a far better video, and now I actually know what it's like to travel around Taiwan, and I can genuinely recommend it based on my experiences. I mean, the people are super friendly, there's so much to see and do, and it's so easy to travel around, so you can easily squeeze a lot into a short space of time. Plus, flights from neighboring countries like Thailand, Vietnam and Philippines are super cheap, so you can easily add in Taiwan to a trip of that region. But anyway, I'm going to be doing budget and itinerary videos of this Taiwan trip, and then on the way back from Taiwan to the UK, I stopped in Bangkok for 24 hours. That video is already on the channel. I still need to finish off editing the Africa series from the summer. Hopefully it'll be done by Christmas, but in 3 weeks' time, Jamie and I are going to be flying out to my favourite country, New Zealand. So there's loads to look forward to. There's a ton of editing I need to get done, but thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you again very soon.